Hi, it's Julie again, and this time, I'll show you what Seido has to offer when it comes to made in Japan black belts. Yes, they are all 100% made in Japan. In case you just passed your first black belt exam, congratulations! A black belt is something special and you're likely to keep it for many years and countless hours of practice. So we want you to make the right choice and get the belt that suits you and your practice best. In our last video, we presented two white belts, the soft white belt and the slim white belt. We'll start with their counterparts in black. The soft black belt is labeled soft, as the core is of thin cotton cloth, resulting in the softest, high-quality belt you'll find on the market. The outer layer is also made of cotton and features 9 lines of stitching on a width of only 4 centimeters. The combination of these points make it particularly soft and flexible. You can see that the knot is tight and small, and the ends very soft. If you want the bulge of the belt under your Hakama to be as small as possible, that's the obi to go with. And on top of that, this belt is so thin and soft you'll barely notice it on your back when rolling over it. Maybe the soft belt is a touch too soft for you, and you want a belt that is a bit stiffer and wider. In that case, let's check out the slim black belt. Compared to the soft black belt, the slim black belt features not just a simple cloth, but a soft cotton core covered with a cotton outer layer. This belt has 10 lines of stitchings and features a width of 4.5 centimeters. As you can see, these 3 elements make this obi rigid and durable, with the ends holding straight and with a bit of a bigger knot. Yet, this belt is still slim and flexible enough to be comfortably tied under the Hakama, and that makes it the perfect belt for Aikido. It's our team's recommendation, and some of us have actually been wearing that belt for many years. The slim black belt is also available as reinforced version that is identical to the slim version but features 3 more lines of stitchings for a total of 13 lines. This makes it slightly more rigid and stiffer for a nice and big knot and, of course, optimum durability. Looking for something classier? Let's check out the Shusu black belt model. Its width is also of 4.5 centimeters and the core made of cotton, but what catches the eye is definitely its shiny finish. Although this belt is entirely made of cotton, the glossy outer layer almost reminds you of satin, and to top it off, it has a whole 15 lines of stitching. This belt will give you a significantly bigger knot with the ends staying straight. That's the model to go with if you want a belt that looks like a judo, rather thick belt, but is less thick and rigid as the belts offered by judo brands. Last but not least, the Japanese silk black belt. Yes, the cotton core is covered with an outer layer of Japanese silk, the same silk that is also used for traditional Japanese kimono. A width of 4.5 centimeters and a total of 16 lines of stitching, shipped in a traditional wooden gift box. It can't get any more exquisite than this. It is the choice for a present to a friend or a teacher, or to yourself. Just keep in mind that silk is more fragile than cotton, so we advise to use it for special events and demonstrations rather than for everyday's practice. Now that you know which belt you want, you're probably wondering what size you should pick. On our website, the belt length according to the size is indicated when selecting the size. We recommend to measure your current belt and choose the closest size. Just note that the thicker and wider a belt, the bigger the knot. So for the Shusu and Japanese silk model, you might want to add 10 extra centimeters, about 4 inches, which is half a size in our system, to make sure it is long enough. Belts shrink up to 10 centimeters, but they stretch back to almost their original size, so you don't have to worry too much about shrinkage. With your black belt, you probably want some nice customization, and we've got you covered. For black belts, we offer 2 types of embroidery, integrated and non-integrated embroideries. The integrated embroidery is an embroidery made during the manufacture of the belt, overstitched and invisible on the reverse side. It's durable and looks amazing, and as a black belt symbolizes a significant step on every martial art practitioner's way, we, the Seido team, think that it's worth the 3 to 4 weeks manufacturing time and the pricing. Just note, for quality reasons, we don't offer integrated embroideries on the soft black belt. Non-integrated embroideries are stitched onto an existing belt on top of the lines of stitching and are visible on the reverse side. Less durable than the integrated embroideries, but of similar quality. We even use black thread on the reverse side to make the stitches as discreet as possible and the best. This is done in 2 to 3 working days. For more information on embroideries, we recommend checking out both our embroidery workshop video and a detailed article on our blog. Again, here's our black belt catalog at a glance. In our last belt video series, we'll talk about the last belt model, the wide Iaido type belts. In the meantime, feel free to comment on the video if you have any questions, and if you think our advice may help your Aikido friends, feel free to share. See you next time!